push you that needle. The other thing is, sometimes the stuff that's in those, that they're putting into people, is really dangerous, it's like poison. It's medicine and it might help somebody, but that can also hurt somebody else. And sometimes people put bad stuff in there called drugs, and that can really hurt you too. So even just getting poked by those needles can really, really hurt you. And I have found needles laying around in Bell Rapids. So if you ever see a syringe or one of those needles laying around, never ever touch it. So what if you find something like a knife or a gun or a syringe laying around? What do you think you should do? Don't touch it. And after you get away from it, what do you think you should do then?
Tell someone.
Yeah, you should.
Tell a grown-up.
Yeah, tell a trusted adult, a grown-up.
Or a cop.
And we're one of those. So, but like I said, most of the time, you guys will tell an adult and then they'll tell us,
And
right?
if you live close to the cop station, you can just go ahead and
Well-
tell, but you have to tell your mom and dad first.
Yeah, and you can show them where it is. And you know why you should tell somebody where it is?
Yeah.
Because the next kid might not be as smart as you guys, and he might go touch it. So we wanna tell an adult so they can go get it and make sure it's safe, so that another kid doesn't get sick or get hurt from one of those things, okay? So if we ever find a knife or a gun, or a syringe laying around, don't touch it, and go tell someone to show them where it's at, so they can make it safe, all right?
Or tell a
All right,
cop.
the last thing we wanna talk about is the phone, okay? Does anybody know what number you call for an emergency?
911.
And what's an emergency? Tell me what, give me an emergency, what's an emergency?
Like when
She said one, what was one?
fire.
A fire can be an emergency, right?
And
Hold on, let me talk about that for a second. So if you have a fire in a little fire pit out in the driveway, is that an emergency? No. But if someone's house is on fire, that's an emergency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to call the
What's
fire
another,
department.
yeah, what's another emergency?
Fire. If someone's dying, you go.
Yeah, like
call
someone's
the
really sick,
ambulance.
right? Yeah. So if someone's really sick, or they've gotten hurt, like they fall a long ways and they've gotten hurt, or they break a leg or something like that, that can be an emergency, right? Or if someone's hurting somebody else, that's an emergency too, right?
Some
So, most of the time, you guys are young enough that you'll be with an adult, and you don't wanna call 911 unless, well, you guys should be able to, you guys should tell an adult to call 911, okay? If you see something like that that you think is an emergency, you should probably talk to an adult that's right there. Because you guys aren't left alone very often at your age. So you need to talk to an adult. Because sometimes what's an emergency to a kid or to someone your age isn't really an emergency. So it's best for an adult to make that decision about if something's an emergency or not.